Teacher Talking Sports here, and today we're going to look at three NFL players that have the opportunity to break single season records this season. I know what you may be thinking. Okay, well, the season's now 17 games. Well, these guys are still going to be recognized as the all-time record holders, right? I mean, the NFL was not always a 16-game regular season schedule. Until 1960, it was 12 games. From 1960 to 1977 was 14, and from 1978 on, it was 16. There wasn't an asterisk for each 16-game record holder. Nobody was recognizing the 14-game record holders, 12-game record holders, and so on. So it'll still be impressive feats, and there's three guys that have the opportunity. All three of these guys have played 12 games this season. I am listing a Patriot at the end. They play tonight against the Buffalo Bills. That'll be their 13th game as they have not had their bye week. But let's get started with the ageless wonder himself, Tom Brady, 44 years old, and has the opportunity to potentially break a few records. So we're going to start with the passing yards record, which was obtained by Peyton Manning in 2013. He threw for 5,477 yards. Tom Brady through 12 games has 3,771 yards. He's averaging 314.25 per game. He's going on pace for 5,342. That would be a little short. He needs 1,707 more in his final 5 games. That's a 341.4 yard average. He has went over that 5 times out of 12 games, including last week. A record he is on pace to break is the all-time single-season completions record. The record holder is Drew Brees. He completed 471 passes in 2016. Brady currently has 347. That's an average of 28.9 per game. That's putting him on a pace to complete 492 on the season. For him to break Brees' record, he would need to average 25 completions per game over his last 5 outings. That's something he's accomplished in 8 of his 12 games this season. So that's a record he definitely has a fairly good chance at breaking. Also, the pass attempts record, Matthew Stafford holds that with 727 in 2012. Brady has 508. That's an average of 42.3. He's on pace to come 7 attempts short. He would need to average 44 attempts over the last 5 games, and he has went over that 4 times. So we could see Tom Brady entering the record books in a few categories for single season records. Wide receiver Cooper Kupp. What a season it has been for the Los Angeles Rams. He's fallen a little short of a couple single season records, but he does have the chance to break them. We'll start with the receiving yards record. Calvin Johnson had 1,964 in 2012. Cooper Kupp currently has 1,366 through 12 games. That's a 113.8 yard average. He's going on pace to finish about 29 yards short of Calvin Johnson's record. He would need to average about 6 more yards than he has through the first 12, 119.8. He has went over that 5 of his 12 games, so it's definitely a possibility. And also the receptions, he's going to need to put in a little more work. Michael Thomas has that record with 149 in 2019. Where has Michael Thomas been? But Cooper Kupp has 100 through 12 games. That's an 8.3 receptions per game average. That would put him 7 shy the pace he's on now. You need to average 10 catches per game over the last 5 to break Thomas' record. He does have 10 receptions in 1 game this year and 11 in 2. So it is a possibility, although the receiving yards one might be a little more obtainable. And last, we're going to go with a kicker here, Nick Folk. Yes, Nick Folk is playing the Buffalo Bills tonight, Monday Night Football. He has the potential to possibly break 2 single-season records for kickers. The first, The most points ever in a season by a kicker is Green Acres, David Akers, with 166 in 2011. Through 12 games, Nick Folk has 122, averaging 10.2 a game. He's on pace to pass Akers by 7 points. He would need to average 9 points per game over the rest of the season to beat Akers. He's only went under that in 3 of his 12 games. Also, most field goals in a season. That is also David Akers. Same year, he hit 44 field goals. Nick Folk currently has 31. He is pretty much on pace to tie David Akers. He would need to average 2.8 made field goals for these 5 remaining games in order to surpass Akers. He has made four field goals 4 times and 5 field goals once. So we could see Nick Folk break 2 single-season records this season. So, yes, it is a 17-game season for the first time in NFL history. But those are 3 players right there, Tom Brady, Cooper Kupp, and Nick Folk, who could break NFL records this season. That'll be something to keep an eye on. All these guys have played 12 games, have 5 remaining, with Nick Folk playing tonight. Let me know in the comments below who you believe will break one of these single-season records. Don't forget to subscribe, like the channel, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. Also, I've been doing a MLB Mount Rushmore series. Go check that out. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.